Hello, I'm glad you clicked on the tab about business loans. Business loans are very tough to get these days. Everybody knows that. The banks are getting crazy. They've got all this money, but they don't want to lend it out. But I'm going to tell you there's some tried and true methods that we have used over the years that will at least give you a fighting chance on getting a business loan. First, you've got to be known. You've got to go inside the bank. If you're constantly using the drive up and nobody knows you, it's hard to get familiar with you. You need to know them, they need to know you. It's much easier to lend to somebody you know than it is to a complete stranger. Don't wait until you really need the money because the bank has all the leverage. You want to get everything in place so when you do need the money, all you have to do is say, hey, I'm ready. This is what I need and this is why I need it. You want to keep the bank informed. So once you've established this relationship with your banker, you want to be able to give them financial statements. You want to share that information with them. The other thing is you go along, you want to ask them for advice. You've got your plans in place, but asking them for advice is good because they've seen a lot of things that work and they've seen things that haven't worked. And quite honestly, when they get involved, there's an old saying that success has 1,000 fathers and failure is an orphan. This could be the case. Get them involved so they can take some responsibility for it. The other thing they're going to ask you to do is to sign personally. And let's face it, if you're not committed to the deal, how is the bank going to be committed to the deal? They really don't want your collateral. They just want to know that you're in the game. You need to know how much money you're going to need and what are you going to do with it. I mean, kind of important things for all of us to understand. I mean, just don't want to borrow frivolously. We want to make sure that the money we're going to get is going for a particular purpose. Have a backup plan. If the bank says no, what are we going to do? I mean, it's kind of overly optimistic to think that the bank says, oh, here comes Joe, I'm going to give him some money. Hooray. It doesn't always work that way. How are you going to repay this money? Let's face it, the bank doesn't want to own your house. They don't want your equipment or your accounts receivable. They want principal and interest. That's how they live. That's how they are successful. They make interest on the loans that they make. And if, by some strange chance, they should refuse you, we have to find out why. So we can correct those things and go back and reapply, or maybe go to another bank who is more user-friendly at this point. The other thing that is very important, you should always use professional accountants like Marietta Business Advisors. We're there. We've done this. We know what banks are looking for. We can help take the emotion out of this deal, make it a clear-cut, analytical process so you can go in, borrow the money, get this thing done, and away we go. Well, those are just some of the things. If you really want to know a little bit more, I could send you a free CD on dealing with the banks. Otherwise, give us a call at 630-579-8900 or email me at rich@rjmcpa.com. Here's to your success.